game affect your decision for what to do next year in any way?
No, I mean, I'm not going to make any emotional decisions. Disappointed, obviously, such a fun year. A lot of adversity, but a lot of fun. Been a great year, overall in my life in the last year, and this is, a really good part of that, coming here and being a part of this team. So it's disappointing to be sitting here with the season over.
Play again, do you want it to be here?
I'm not going to talk about that.
Aaron, how do you approach just what you decide to do next?
Yeah, just get away and then have the right conversations.
Did you enter tonight thinking it could be your final game?
I've answered this before. Every game could be my final game.
Aaron, your teammates haven't been shy about how much they've appreciated playing with you and the impact you've had on the city in just 1 year. What does that mean to you to just in 1 year make such a positive impact for an organization that has as much history and tradition as the Steelers?
I was fortunate to play in an incredible football city for 18 years, and I never took it for granted. I enjoyed that time there, and this has been a really beautiful back end to that first 18. To be able to be here for a year. This is a special place. You got tradition, got excellence, got all-time greats. Even just looking around the stadium tonight just to see the fans, there wasn't a big splattering of Texans fans, and there's a lot to be said for that. There's only a few really special places in the league that have the tradition and the town and the organization, and I'm thankful to have played for two of them.
There they are. Here come a couple of the members of this Houston Texans defense, Will Anderson, Azeez Al-Shaair, and these group of Texans fans, they're not massive, but they're mighty. And they'll be happy to see their guys make their way to the set. And we can visit with them about a defense that was absolutely amazing. I will get up to greet them like a proper host should. Fellas, welcome. Scott Van Pelt. Nice to see you. Congratulations, Will. What's up, man? Scott Van Pelt. Nice to see you. Please have a seat. Welcome to the show. Your Texans fans are here showing out, and
yes, sir. Come on, man.
Listen. We spent quite a bit of time, man, on our show on Countdown talking about your defense, and then you went out, and if it's possible, I think you all were even better than we talked about. You all have put a hell of a lot on tape this year that's awfully impressive. Is this the best 60 minutes of football that your side of the ball has played?
Man, it's crazy because with all of the stuff that happened today, 2 defensive touchdowns, only giving up 6 points, and it was still more out there. It was still more for us to do, man.
You feel that way, Will?
Most definitely. Our standard is so high in our room and in our defense. It's like, man, we get these takeaways, we do all this amazing stuff, but how much more can we fine-tune the details in our job for no points? And that's the standard, no points. But obviously it's the league. Teams are good. Teams are going to score. But how do we come back and get better at those things?
All right, so we got our guy Swag, and he's got a segment called Big Man Ball. And how much fun are y'all going to have in the tape room when you get to watch Big Sheldon Rankins running it in the end zone?
Look, I tell people all the time, Sheldon Rankins and Tommy Togiai are just 300-pound linebackers, man. When they get that ball in their hands, you would have thought they was a running back. And the way that they play, man, they play so fast. Man, love those two guys. Back weeks, D-line touchdown, man. You got to love that.
10-5 touchdown. And you told Laura Rutledge you had a dream and you told him he was going to score. You spoke it into existence.
I had a dream the night before the game. No, before we left. I said, Rank, we walking down the stairs. I said, Rank, I had a dream you had a scoop. I don't know what's going to happen after that. But, hey, God is good, dog. God is good.
And your defense might be better. Well, your defense isn't better than God, but your defense is certainly.
No.
I know you gave the glory afterwards. I'm not trying to blaspheme out here, but my goodness, it's one thing to talk about what you all do, but you suffocate a team to the point where, that's one of the all-time greats back there, and Rodgers and that offense were clearly frustrated, and when you sense that they're spinning a little bit, it feels like there's blood in the water. How much do you sense that, all right, we can put this to bed now?
Man, I think the thing that I love about the NFL is no matter what's going on, no matter what time of the year it is, it's all about how you show up that day.
Okay.
Like we've been the #1 defense all year long, all this stuff. It doesn't matter. Today is what you got to show up and be whoever you want to be. Same thing with them. Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Fame quarterback, all these things. We know that. But who are you going to be today? That's what it's about. And that's what I love about the NFL. That's what I love about football. It's a week-to-week league. I mean, from going 0-3 to 3-5 to 9 straight, now 10 straight, leading to the playoffs, man, you can't ask for nothing else. Trusting the plan and executing it. I think Coach D'Amico, he's shown us.
Can I interject just one question?
100%.
How hard is it to trust the plan, though, when you're 0-3? And history says this is not the path to make a Super Bowl
History
here.
says Mike Tomlin doesn't lose on Monday Night Football. At the end of the day, it's about who you are that day, any given Sunday, and at the highest levels, this is the best of the best.
Okay.
With elite players all over the field. And, man, when you got a coach like Coach D'Amico, I've been with him since I was a rookie. Like, man, he can get you to believe that you can run through a brick wall. So why not, man? We just trusted the plan and put our heads down. And when you start executing the plan, you see the results, and that's why he is who he is.
With that in mind, D'Amico was kind enough to throw in an earbud and talk to us on countdown 15 minutes before kick, which that coaches don't do that. We appreciated his trust in us. We weren't going to abuse the time. But there's a calm that man projects that's unbelievable. It's so accessible just to see the confidence. How much do you tap into the belief that he has as a player that you all are now taking to the field with you?
Yeah, and I think the best thing about D'Amico is his belief in his players. He said it when he first got here, I want players that know how to swarm. And so he's gotten the players here that he believes and trusts in to go out and do that. And that gives him the confidence to know, I want each player that I've brought here to make every play. And I think that's what makes us thrive, is because we play for a head coach who believes in us, who gives us confidence, who knows our ability, who knows our strength, who knows how we can go out and attack those strengths and get things like this to happen. And that's what makes it so beautiful, man. D'Amico is an awesome coach. We have an awesome program here. He's doing a great job of laying the foundation of what he wanted us to be and how he wanted us to play.
So now it's a trip to New England, and that's a game where we'll be there. You're not going to be able to get rid of us. If you want to, I'm sorry. You're going to see us again on Sunday up in Foxborough. That's a group that's leaning on its defense as well. Coach Vrabel's doing a great job. Azeez, what's your first thought of what it will take in those 60 minutes to get that done?
Man, I mean, at first I'll just say, if we keep seeing you, it's obviously a good thing. So I don't mind, man. You keep showing up, that means we're doing something right. But, man, I was with Coach Vrabel his last year in Tennessee, and I know how he prepares for the game. I know his attention to detail, and I know he'll have those guys ready to play. And I also know we'll be ready to play too. I mean, it's going to be a great game. You just got to take it one play at a time, and we'll prepare from tomorrow all the way to Sunday. And when it's time to kick off, we'll just go one play at a time.
I know you played for a coach back in college that's with us now. That's Coach Saban. That's about process, not result, and the idea of just what you're talking about, and not allowing this to be the satisfaction tonight.
Yeah.
What is the mentality that you learned there that's just even getting more and more sharpened and focused here under D'Amico that will serve you well?
Yeah, it's not taking the rat poison. Not taking the rat poison.
Nick's smiling. If he's still awake at this hour, Nick's smiling right now.
Coach Saban, if you see this,
No
we're
rat
not
poison?
taking the rat poison, Coach. We're not taking the rat poison, but we're talking about a guy who loves challenges or who loves the process, and his mentality was to get better. How can he overcome that challenge? That's something that I take with me now. Is like, man, every day is going to be a challenge that's presented to you. Every game is going to be a challenge that's presented to you. Every season is going to be different. How can you overcome that challenge? And that's the great thing about football, man, is you get an opportunity to do that week in and week out.
All right, I'm going to close with just one last thought. And you guys are too young to know about the steel curtain defense. That's back when I was a kid. When I was a kid here. How satisfying is it for your defense to play this well in a city against a franchise that through the years has been known for its defense?
Man, I mean, you can't ignore the history that this place has. And, you know, just to be able to put on what we just did, the performance that we did defensively and just as a team together, man, it's awesome. First road win for the first road playoff win in Texans history, and trying to go get another one. But, man, it's special, man. We're grateful.
I appreciate you guys taking the time to come out here in the cold and enjoy the love from the Texas fans that are in the building. You guys travel safe. We'll look forward to seeing you up in Foxborough, fellas. Thank you so much for taking the time. Azeez Al-Shaair, Will Anderson, and this Houston Texans defense, absolutely sinister. Swag said it's like a pack of hyenas, and the other team's wearing a stake around its neck, and their legs don't work. That's what it looked like tonight. Swag does have a way with words. You see the Patriots are small favorites in that game Sunday. I see the Texans fellas just nodding their head. That's okay. We'll see them up there more on Sunday.